In this video, I'm going to cover how to control a Takraw ball when you're juggling. Here we go. For me, the most important thing when I'm juggling with my inside kicks is to have a flat surface and to be sending the ball straight up and down in the air. If the ball is being kicked and it's moving laterally, then I have to do a lot of adjusting and it doesn't look like I'm in control. So the real question is, how do you get the ball to go straight up and down when you're kicking it? Two things have to happen. First is you have to be able to get your foot into a position where the kicking surface is flat. Secondly, you have to be able to move your leg in such a way that the ball is being lifted straight up and down as opposed to being kicked laterally or diagonally. So I'm going to show you the technique that I use to get my foot flat. It may be that other players don't do this or don't need to do this, but for me it works. So here we go. So as you can see here, my foot is not angled down, it's not angled up, and it's not diagonally angled off to the side. I'm going to keep this surface extremely flat. This is the surface that I want to be kicking with. And I want to kick it right here. If I kick the ball, I make contact with the ball and it's a lot lower, the front of my foot is angled down. This is not a good place for me. I don't have the ankle torque to make this kick down here work. Up here, I also have trouble kicking because I don't have the hip strength to keep a flat foot above the level of my hip or at the level of my hip. For me, the sweet spot is between my knee and my hip, probably closer to my knee. So the ball's coming down. This is where I want to meet it, and I want to meet it gently. I'm not trying to kick it hard. I'm trying to let the ball hit my foot and gently rebound off my foot. So if my surface is flat and the ball hits in the right place on my shoe, if it hits the sweet spot, the ball's going to jump up and it's going to stay within control. So how do I get my foot flat like that? Well, for me, what I do is I curl my toes inside my shoe. Instead of having my feet, let's pretend these are my toes. Instead of having my toes pointed, I curl them back, creating a little bit of an arch. And that's what keeps my surface flat. In general, when you're kicking, you don't want to snap the kick. You don't want to think of it like that. You want to think of it as a lift. It's very slow and very controlled. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is show you what my toe looks like, or what my foot looks like when I'm curling it. So instead of this, where my toes are pointed straight out, I have them curled back. This allows me to make a larger, flatter surface on my shoe. It might or might not work for you, but it's worth a shot. Okay, take it easy.